I can answer any questions that you have.
Velu, I'm 27 years old. And
Yes.
actually, my problem is that my mind always wanders. Like, say, for some time, very like as 20 seconds or 30 seconds will be there on one particular thing. And after that, it will go out and then come back to the same thing again. Say, if, for example, if I'm talking to a doctor, I'm explaining my problem to the doctor, and in between that, I faced like many times my focus. I lost my focus. It went outside and came back to the topic that I'm talking to the doctor. So how can I correct this and how can I improve my focus?
Okay. We are here with the Vivekananda Cultural Center. You please come there once. Okay. That's one thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you a simple thing. Mind is supposed to wander. Let it wander. But where it wanders is under your control. Right?
Yeah.
Today it wanders on 10 things or even 100 things. Make
Okay.
your mind under your control. Yes,
Yes.
these things are very important, but the first five are very important. Can I come to you little later? Be in the back burner. I
Yeah.
will finish
Okay.
on this. After that, I'll come to you. Talk to your mind. It works.
Thank
It
you, ma'am.
works. That's why I've said focus on the lamp, right? Something focus. They tell that sometimes focus on your breathing also, right?
Yes.
Something you try to focus on. I'll just give you a simple thing. Take a
Okay.
paper and just put circles till you finish the last point in that page,
Okay.
and you should not stop.
Okay.
I'll give you one more example. Take some rice, take some moong dal, paitam paruppu. One
Okay.
spoon of rice, one spoon of paitam paruppu, mix it.
Okay.
Without lifting your hand, put it on a table, separate the paitam paruppu or the moong dal from the rice. Today you
Okay.
have done one spoon. Tomorrow you do one scoop. Make that
Okay.
scoop bigger. Till you finish, you're not talking. Till you finish, you're not taking your hand off the table, but you have separated it clearly. No rice in the moong dal. Okay? Try that.
Okay.
That actually helps you to even calm your mind and also focus. Concentration comes off very easily.
Sure,
Have a
ma'am. Sure.
mild background music, it also helps.
Okay. Okay.
This is Chandra Iyengar.
Yes, madam.
No, memory power decreases as one ages. Because I used to learn the slokas in a very short time when I was young. But now I am trying to learn something, it takes me forever to memorize.
Um,
Hello?
ma'am, I actually appreciate it. Like you are still learning. That is a very important thing. Agreed.
Yes.
Learning is faster for a young and it actually slows down as we age. But let us not stop
Okay.
it because it actually helps. Because most of us have stopped learning after 25. We've only been doing. And we are starting to learn again
Yes.
something after 50. So this 25 years, the brain has forgotten to learn, but to only do. That's why I always say, like,
Yeah.
do not stop learning. Learning is a continuous process. Don't give it a break. If not learning the subject, learn something, learn an art, learn music, learn to drive. Keep learning something, learn cooking. Okay, learn something that is enough for the neurons to form the synapse. So this will help not have a longer latent period for learning something, but that learning will definite curve will be faster for us.
Okay. Very much. I really
Thank you,
enjoyed
ma'am.
your presentation, ma. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have a very small question for you. These days, children below the age of 5, they have put on the screen time for learning online. But at the same time, they get addicted to all those screen things. Is there any particular suggestion that you can give for the kids to be away from screen times as they learn online side by side for their curriculum?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think it should be a right, appropriate question for the time. The parents who have been telling them not to be on the iPad or the computer are now telling them to be in front of the computer. There is a recommendation that has come which says for each age range, how many hours of screen time is permitted. Even online classes are permitted. Like the ideal thing, let me take the 6 to 8 years. Their total online class time has to be a maximum of 2 hours. I hope this article has been read by school teachers. They can't have an 8 to 4 school timing timetable online classes. It's only the 2 hours permitted. Homework also included in it. It might be difficult for them to complete the portions. They can tell n number of things, but this is the ideal time that has been given. As the age goes till 25, they have said it can go to 4 to 8 hours. That's the maximum time that is permitted, ma'am.
Thank you, Mathangi, for the suggestion.
Good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
Ma'am, actually, you recommended various and easy steps for kids. So, ma'am, actually, may I also know what do you recommend for the UG or the PG students when the syllabus is pretty high, pretty vast? So, how do you recommend them to memorize various concepts, and it's more of self study as well? So, what do you recommend for them, ma'am?
Whatever I have said now, though I had taken examples for school children, mnemonics, mind map,
Okay.
buddy pair, all these
Okay.
things actually helps a college student.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The sketching, the doodling that I said, it could be a simple sketching of, let's take the brain could be sketched. Each region of the brain, what is the function, could be sketched, a doodled by the student. They remember that very well. When I say doing, everything is doing, be it the
Okay.
dissection class for a medical student or the practical chemistry practical lab or a physics practical lab for a UG or a PG student. Doing, our practicals have to be, I should say, it should be seamlessly made along with our theory syllabus. Make it like that, then it is learning by doing. Okay, if we can make that, that will be wonderful. We can't keep telling there is no time. We have enough time. Just as teachers, we'll have to remember that 100% should never be taught. 40% should be taught. 60% should be learned. This
Okay.
40% is what we need to teach, and that 60% that they are learning, that inquisitiveness should be created by the teacher through the class, that they learn those things. Could be like a problem solving, could be like you take the session, right? So that sort of a thing is what we can definitely do for a UG and PG students.
Okay. Great, ma'am. Great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Such a great session today.
Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Jayalakshmi from Chennai.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. My child is only 7 years old, ma'am.
Hmm.
Okay, he is having a problem. He have a confuse among three languages: English, Tamil, and Hindi. So he is facing a very big problem in Hindi. If I am telling about using phonetics in English, but he is applying in Tamil and as well as Hindi also. Whether the memory can absorb three languages at the same time, ma'am?
Ma'am, I said like the synapse gets formed, the junction between the two neurons. It's
Okay.
maximum formed by learning languages. And up to 8 years, research has said a child can learn up to 7 languages.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so 3 languages. So don't worry. Hindi is, because you said Chennai, Hindi is not our native language,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
will have, the learning curve for English will also be so much. Your mother tongue will be more steeper, but Hindi will be flat. It
Okay.
will take up some time to go to that level. But once it takes, because we are not talking, we are not
Yeah,
hearing, we are only
yeah,
reading, right?
yeah.
So that
Yes,
makes learning a language very difficult.
yes,
English, we
ma'am.
are able to make, schools tells, talk to your
Yeah,
child in English, right?
okay.
At home. So they learn that language faster. Can we do that in Hindi? We
No,
ourselves
ma'am.
don't know that language, right? I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
in
ma'am.
my generation, I'm sure you, in our generation, we all learned Hindi more by seeing Junoon. I'm sure it rings some similar, some old age memory for us, right? We used to, Junoon was first done in Hindi, became like Junoon Tamil, right? So we learned languages by hearing. Some amount
Okay.
of Hindi program, that's how we learnt our Hindi. We don't see anything in Hindi. I'm not telling you to watch, but learning curve will be slower and not steeper like other languages. But don't stop learning languages. Learn as many
Okay, ma'am.
languages as possible. As you go age also, one ma'am said that learning is little longer time nowadays as we age. If you keep learning new languages, your learning curve is doesn't go
Yeah.
slower at all. Okay?
Ma'am, I just put in OT, occupational therapist, then only is slowly improving his education. So that's why now only he's better in education, but he's memorizing more. Everything, whatever I given, now the memory power is more, but that applying the concepts is very tough for him. How to apply the concepts in Tamil, Hindi and all, that is a problem for him.
Ma'am, Tamil
Yeah,
and Hindi are languages. The
yeah,
lessons are all stories.
yeah,
Okay? Make your
yeah.
child tell the story in the language that he is comfortable in.
Okay.
Before and all, we used to draw a lot on the walls.
Yes,
Now
yes.
we are not permitting our child to draw on the wall. Our
Yeah,
creativity was there on the walls. Make a
yes, ma'am.
wall
Yes, ma'am.
as a creativity in the home. It could be the blackboard stuck at the level where the child can write. Today's
Yeah.
story, tell the child to draw. Your child does not need an occupational therapist, just needs using multi-sensory learning. Okay, you have taught something, give child some modeling clay. Tell the child
Okay.
to make it with that.
Okay.
Tell the child to draw. Make the
Yeah.
choice of the story and tell the child to arrange the story in the order.
Okay.
What more do you need for your child? This is all the occupational therapist is also doing. You do
Okay.
it,
Yeah, ma'am.
right?
Very
Try them,
nice,
they will work.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Very nice session. I definitely fortunate to hear your thoughts and all. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, myself is Tamil Silvi. I'm calling from Chennai.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, my son is around 9 years old now. Actually, the problem on him is he can't sit in one place and make calm himself for few minutes. He's just moving here and there, wandering here and there, shaking his body here and there. But I'm just forcing him unless until I just force him, unless until I just want him, then only he is doing it. So, what are the things to be followed for this, ma'am?
Ma'am, I'll just tell you, like, are you a working mother?
No, ma'am, I'm not working. I'm a homemaker, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, well, fine. When as a child, how did you feed your child? Did you give the smartphone to the child? Watching a
No,
TV,
ma'am.
you may give fed him or anything of those things?
Not at
Nothing.
all, ma'am. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fantastic then. Because that is one of the commonest cause for a short attention span in the current kids. Okay. I'll
Okay.
just tell. Can we make a prayer time where everybody sits with the eyes closed?
Okay.
Right? That 2 minutes. 5 minutes
Okay.
till
Mm,
that song is over, all of us are closing our eyes. At that time,
okay.
even you're closing the eyes only because the
Yeah.
child opens at one eye to see if you're opening the eyes, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always by living by example, just that 5 minutes. When
Mm,
we are eating, it's only
mm.
eating, no talking, no
Not all.
phone, nothing,
Mm,
right?
mm.
Like it's not
Yeah.
like when studying, you're making him sit, but you're
Okay.
making him do other activities as only one activity at a time.
Yeah.
Automatically, when he's studying, it will become one activity at a time, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Keep
Okay.
trying it in different things.
Okay. Okay.
Avoid giving smartphones,
Yeah,
iPads,
yeah.
or computers at all, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Attention span is as short as an advertisement nowadays,
Yeah, correct.
right? So make them do certain things like till you finish this, we are not going. I'm sure all of us know when we were kids. தமிழ்ல
Yeah, yeah,
கொஞ்சம்
correct.
சொல்றேன் நம்ம நிறைய மணியில நாய்க்குட்டி டேபிள் எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம்
ஆமா, ma'am.
பைப் பின்னுவோம் we were all
Ah,
thinking that we were making something for the
something.
showcase, but you will
Yeah,
see that
correct.
they were all something that we cannot leave it till we
Leave it.
finish that entire square.
Mm.
மணி ஓடிடும் இல்ல ஒயர் பிரிஞ்சிடும்.
உழப்பிரிஞ்சிடும்.
So அவ்வளவு நேரம் we were focusing on that one fine motor skill. Did we
Yeah.
not have concentration? Right?
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
them
correct,
do
ma'am.
all those things. Those things were wonderful things. We were doing all those things as if thinking that they were all some activity. No, they were
Yes.
all something for our personal development.
Personal development.
Right? Let's come
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
those things now.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma'am,
Any specific, yeah, ma'am, any specific activity to be given to him, ma'am, in order to drive his concentration?
Just give him some beads,
Okay.
big beads. Don't give him small beads, big beads. Tell him to thread the big bead.
Okay.
Okay? The beads, once he has made, display it. Keep telling like, இது என் பையன் கோத்தது. Next,
Okay.
make the beads more. Make
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beads smaller.
Yeah.
Okay? Like this, you keep
Okay.
giving. As I told to another person,
Ah.
முட்டை போட சொல்லுங்க ஒரு பேப்பர்ல, கையை எடுக்காம முட்டை till the end.
Oh, okay.
அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு நம்ம நம்ம மதர்ஸ் மாதிரி கிரியேட்டிவா வேற எதுவும் இருக்க முடியாது. நம்ம கோலம் போடுவோம் இல்லையா?
ஆமாங்க மேம்.
ஸ்டார் கோலம் போடுவோம் இல்லையா? கையெடுக்காம ஸ்டார் கோலம், கம்பி கோலம்.
மேம்.
They're all actually a Zen dot meditation. நம்ம அது
Okay.
கோலம்னு சொல்லிடுறது. So those things actually helps in getting attention and focus a lot.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am, this is Lekha Shruti.
Yes.
I'm actually studying in class 10. Ma'am, can you suggest some ways to increase my speed in learning things, ma'am?
That's a wonderful question. Can you read fast?
Somewhat, ma'am.
Try reading very fast. Okay?
Reading
Number
or
two,
learning?
Number two, keep the book in a different angle, not the 90-degree or 30-degree angle. Keep the book in a different angle and read it.
Okay.
These things actually help in reading faster. When you read faster, try to tell it faster without missing any point. Okay?
ma'am.
Have a visual imagery also. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Ma'am,
Try that.
and then,
That should help you.
ma'am, how to complete studying like 5 to 6 subjects within a short span of time?
It is not 5 to 6 subjects on one day. That's what every child misses out. It has been happening right from June when the school started. Have a schedule. I put that, have a schedule. Read every day. Study, reading is different, studying is different. I told you to read fast, study slowly. Okay? Read and study every day. It's not just 2 days before the exam dates have been announced. Have it as a habit. Okay?
Yes.
Because you're in class 10, I'm just telling, have a regular, you don't need to go by the school timetable. You make your timetable. Let's take, you have maths, science, social studies, language 1, language 2. Minimum these are there, right?
Yes,
Science, social studies, and language. Take it for the evening.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? I will even put leave science, social studies, language 1, language 2 for the evening. Maths and science, which needs a very alert brain, do it in the morning. Wake up. I think all of us have enough time. Sleep by 10 o'clock. Wake up by 5:30. You have 2 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. More than sufficient.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead. You're audible.
Hello?
பேசுங்கம்மா, நீங்க பேசுறது கேக்குது.
I'm Sridevi, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
The previous year, the children were sitting in a class quietly. Now and all, they can't sit in quiet. They are moving here and there. What we can do, ma'am?
Can you make the learning methodology also move here and there?
No, ma'am.
Why? Make the learning methodology active. I'll tell you, we were there on a webinar, right? A couple of weeks back, I had organized a webinar. We were there on the webinar. You know what? We had a faculty from the UK who was taking the session. She said, all of us, remove your headphone, get up, stand up, move your hands, get up, run around the room, come back and sit. Can we do that small activity in the classroom?
Yes, ma'am, I did, ma'am.
Do that. Whenever you have said something, can we swap the class? Right side student come to the left side, back benches come to the front benches go to the back.
I'm
Make the
taking
class
KG,
mobile.
ma'am. KG children is not sitting.
KG children only you can do all these things much more.
Oh.
Okay, KG children don't have a classroom. Make them sit in circles, right? Make the classroom orientation different. They want to see each other. Make the classroom as a circle. Make the classroom as a U. Let them run around and then sit in a different chair. Okay, get up, clap. You remember we used to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. They were activating so many acupressure points also, but we were also joyful. I think we had a wonderful childhood which made us learn better. Now everything has become as if very systematic. We have wasted our learning methodology.
Okay, ma'am. Another one question, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I can't able to sleep at night, ma'am.
I have given 10 tips for good sleep. Please follow that. Your bed is only for sleeping and not for doing your office work. Your bedroom is only for sleeping room and not for any other purpose. You make certain things as rigid as possible. I have given 10 tips. Those 10 tips are ideal for everybody. No physical activity 2 hours before sleep, no spicy food, oily food, or anything before your dinner or before you go to bed. Your dinner should be over 2 hours to go to bed. Have a glass of warm milk or a banana before you go to bed. They actually promote your sleep. Okay. No TV, Todarum serials ella vendam. No smartphone or any phone or iPad or laptop before you 2 hours before you. I'm putting 2 hours, right? 2 hours before you go to sleep.
After 1 o'clock only, I'm getting sleep, ma'am.
Your brain wanted that 2 hours. After that only it is sleeping. What was the time you saw your TV?
I will
What,
see at 8 o'clock, ma'am.
will you switch it off by 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I'll switch it off, ma'am.
Switch it off. Then what time do you have your dinner? Okay,
Dinner
so
at 7.
there are a number of things with regard to sleep. We can actually talk about it separately also. I've given my number and mobile and my email. Okay, so can we focus this more on memory now, ma?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So nice preaching, ma'am.
Madam,
Yes, ma'am.
this is Priya from Nagarkoil. Actually,
Yes,
my
ma'am.
son, he's doing his 6th standard now, but he used to tell me just he'll be walking around in the hall. He make a circle and he'll be walking here and there. When I'm asking him, you stop walking and sit, he'll be telling, I am dreaming something. You don't disturb me like that.
Ma'am, because each one of us have a different way of visualizing. Let's take you are asking a question and your child is walking around to answer the question. There is some pattern in his learning, right?
Okay.
Don't stop it. I don't know how he manages to remember that in the class. Ask him, Inga nadakariye, how will you remember when the teacher asks? Amma, I can remember if he says, just leave it. Probably he's a student who likes walking and reading. Right? There are some people who walk and read, right? Have the book, walk and read. He has that method of learning also. Okay. Any more questions? I've given my email ID on the chat, so you can take that as well. Somebody asked for that.
Madam, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, this is Dr. Ramamurthy from Chipper Pondicherry.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, the thing is, now the situation is totally upside. It means that it is a pandemic like this. So the learning is completely changed into online. Okay, then. Few people, they could not concentrate in online classes, especially people those in middle this one less than 5, I mean 5th standard. So what can be done to make them to sit to learn in that? Is there any specific way? Or my daughter is doing 7th standard, she's able to sit and listen the classes. But my one more kid is there, he is in 4th standard, he is not able to sit in front of the computer on online classes and all. Is there any specific way to make them to sit and listen?
Sir, can I answer now?
Yeah, please.
Number one, the sitting time cannot be extended beyond 2 to 3 hours for the child in class 4. Number one, that's a crime if you are going to make them sit in front of the computer. Sir, is that what the teacher teaching is only what the child learns? Can't the child learn by doing some activities? Can there not be activity sheets which are being shared by mail to the parents so that the parents can give those activity sheets which the child can do? That's sufficient. Why should everything be on a screen to screen basis? It's not required. We cannot make this online platform as a replacement for our lecture or a school class of 40 minutes. 15 minutes the teacher can give. Beyond that, it should be an activity for the child to do.
Yeah,
That's how these are the things, sir. We have suddenly gone into this switch. Nobody knew how to take it up,
yeah,
right? So that's why we are making a mess. This generation, which is going to sit in front of the computer, if this lockdown keeps extending till December, I'm sure every child is going to wear a glass,
yeah. That is what. Yeah,
right? We can't keep the brightness on low. We
yeah,
can't reduce the screen time. All activities on the screen. Why? Can't we make the child do the worksheet by himself? Let the teacher develop innovative methods by which the child can do with the help of the parents. The child in class 4 cannot do independently. Some things the teacher tells, which becomes the worksheet which the parents read and then make the child do it. That modification has to be there, sir. Like, for example, I'll just tell you for a first standard kid,
yeah,
instead of number, making the child tell the number in an order, can we put the number in a puzzled way and make
yeah.
the numbers, if the child makes it from 0 or 1 to 100, help the rabbit go to its hole. That's the worksheet, right?
Yeah.
Help the rabbit find its mother. So the child is not going to reach the mother if it's going to take the hand off. The line is, the pencil is in the hand. Keep going like this, like this, like this, like this, and then reach the home. Can this activity not be given instead of writing 1 to 100?
Yeah.
Different creativity has to be there by the teachers for the children to do online learning. Sir, online classes which are there in Udemy or Coursera and other things, it is 7 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
We are
That's
adults.
it.
We are attending those videos for 7 to 12 minutes. Is there any video beyond 20 minutes in that, sir?
It is around 20 minutes to half an hour only. The thing is, what I want to know is whether it is ideal to make online classes for less than 5th standard, because the kids they have an intention to play only. When something comes in the computer, they wanted to play only. They are not ready to listen. So in that situation, what we have to do, whether it is ideal to continue online classes, what is your point of view? That is what I want to know.
Sir, your child can sit in a movie for 45 minutes with a popcorn at hand, not moving from that place. Why? Because the movie is such engaging.
Yeah, very good.
Right? Can the classes be made engaging instead of making dead PowerPoints? Can the teachers use innovative methods? Can there be some video showing some things and then taking the class? These videos the teachers need not make. They are there on the YouTube. Can they be used and then made? So teaching is creativity more than kitchen.
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
teachers have to know, they know that they have a child, 10-year-old child cannot sit in a 30-minute class. How can I make a 8-year-old child sit? How do I make the child sit? Sir, I'm teaching in the medical school. சிம்பிள் சொல்லணும்னாக்கா வசூல் ராஜால வந்துட்டோன்னா டயபெட்டிஸ்க்கு சிம்டம்ஸ் என்னன்னு கேட்டாருனாக்கா polyuria, polyphagia, polydipsia அவனால சொல்ல முடிஞ்சது. Right? Right? Kamal Hassan is a better teacher than us then. Right?
Very
And
good.
the engaging is what we need to bring in our as teachers. Visual media, auditory media, or any media use it, make teaching engaging. That's the
So it
key word
should be
for
in
our teachers. It should be in
it should be in creative then.
creativity. Creativity
Yeah.
is what is required. So even as teachers, we are creative. Now let us become creative in e-learning. நம்மள கத்துண்டு தான் சார் இருக்கோம் இப்போ. Let us learn a little more.
Hi, Madam.
Okay, madam.
Hi,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank-
This is Lata from Chennai. I have a question.
Yes.
I have a son with who is studying 12th. Most of his time is going for online classes, the academics classes, and also for IIT, JEE preparation and all. Almost a day he spends 6 to 7 hours, and end of day he's not able to concentrate on reading. Any suggestions, ma'am, you can give?
Ma'am, number one, as a mother of class 10 or 12 student, I would only say that please take care of his water and
Okay.
other fluid intake and the type of diet that you give him. As he is learning the class, please give him some nuts. Nut na badam and walnut matrum kadayadu. Even odecha kadala kuda you can give him. Right?
Okay.
The fried
Okay.
grams. Give him
Yeah.
something to eat like that. These nuts are rich in essential amino acids and as well as omega-3 fatty acid. Okay, so
Okay.
they actually help in memory and learning
Okay.
process, right? And the fluid intake is what has gone down considerably for all of us being at home. Please take care of the fluid intake. And
Sure.
between the classes, please see there is some amount of break time. In that
Okay.
break time, he's not going to play mobile games. Ask him
Yeah.
to, let's take வீட்ல சின்ன garden இருந்தானாக்கா போய் செடிக்கு தண்ணி கொட்டிட்டு வா.
Okay.
Play with the pup. வீட்ல
Okay.
பெட்ஸ் இருந்தானாக்கா பெட்ஸ் கூட விளையாடுறது அந்த மாதிரி திங்ஸ் நிறைய பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. That will help him.
Okay, ma'am. End of day, he's becoming very tired and he's not able to concentrate. That's the main.
Exactly, ma'am. Our children are not IT employees to see the computer screen for 8 hours continuously. Even they have a break time.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Right?
Okay.
So please cut down on that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.